12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Seattle. Has this at the 6. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
First and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Now midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. To throw. It looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
To him here. And this one went in entirely the wrong direction, Brock. This one's out of bounds for a big loss on that 1st down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. Throwing this one back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Third and long for him here. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the red zone on 1st. Run is caught. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Milroe looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Throwing here, Milroe. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Little short, it's Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Lone back gets the handoff. Only a couple yards on the run, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. We've got the 49ers in front. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8.
19. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Short pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needs one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Ready? 18. Pioneer. Let's go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Third down from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation, and he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the gun, Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Ready. Milrow throwing on 3rd down. to be set up at the 11 after that play. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Let go.
Here's a toss running left. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Rookie out of Washington making that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Bronco 80. Bronco switch. Ready?
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To the well again. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards follow.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Another carry for him. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Quick pass left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
And the 49ers first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the red zone now. It's his running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Line up the design keeper. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
19, Bronco 80. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
No run from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
70 range, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
They'll air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tuipulotu in for the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Looking in the air here. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. Design quarterback run here. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. Second down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on seconds. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
To the air on third and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Nice run across the 15. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Seahawks 7.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return starts at the 3.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the jump.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Warriors 72. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
To throw, here's Milrow. Good, strike downfield to Olave. And he has this to the opposing 35.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry.
Ready.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Now it's Milrow. Flush down out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
That's Koch. Here's Arroyo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a great gain. It's going to set up first and goal.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
From the red zone on first. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll send him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Rob. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game.
14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Drive start with a quick throw left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Seahawks attack. He's still going. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
They'll throw on second and 10. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers holding on to a field goal lead. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. I'll throw it. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Here he is to throw. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Here's a design run. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's second and 12.
Yellow. Check.
They're going to pass it here. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Back to throw. He gets it to Rice. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Get it. Bronco 80.
From the gun, Milrow. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Ready.
Milrow throwing again now on second down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Elijah Arroyo the target on that throw. So now it's going to be third and long.
And 10 yards.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Tag. Viking 18.
Throwing now. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's fourth and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Ready. 19, Charger, 19.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That one's complete, right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to